We'll call the meeting to order. Ask that you please stand. Adam's going to lead us in the pledge, Terry, and invocation.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So as we pray tonight, we've got a lot going on in our country. We just think we all need to pray throughout weeks and months. As we had a stabbing on the train, we had killing yesterday, we had political assassinations tried, and there's still school shootings going on. There's so much we only can't report it all. So tonight we pray, Lord, you just step into our communities, our country, Father. You work in our culture because we can't fix this ourselves. And we just pray as we meet tonight that we keep the work you placed us here for front and center. Father, just pray that you just unleash the Holy Spirit in this culture, heal what we can't do. So, say Christ's name, I pray. Amen. Amen.
Welcome back, Luann. Appoint you this evening as our executive secretary. Roll call: Adam.
Present.
Andy.
Present.
Kevin.
Present.
Terry.
Present.
Please let the record reflect all 5 board members are present, and we do have a quorum. I was not made aware of any condolences other than the situations Terry referred to in his prayer.
Anniversary is the
And then so let's join in a moment of silence, remembering all of these. Thank you. Recognitions. We have some exciting things going on. First, in our cafeterias at Henryville and at Borden, our cafeteria folks worked extremely hard for our students and received surprise evaluations, as they do periodically, and both campuses received perfect scores. So we congratulate all of those who work in our cafeterias, and we thank them. We also want to praise our pre-K folks under the direction or under the assistance of Lindsay Churchill. We've been working for a few years on the pathways to quality in our pre-K program, with the highest level being level 4. And we, as a district, have received the qualification of level 4, the highest that we can reach. So we congratulate and praise those staffs. Tomorrow, WHAS is going to be here at the Borden campus. Borden Elementary has been awarded $20,000 of pre-save money for the SPED program. So we congratulate all the folks and the grant writers who have helped obtain this. And our fall sports are all in swing. We want to wish them all levels of our sports team, all of the sports, the very best. You get luck through the season, and probably some of them will have postseason play before we meet next. So we wish them good luck in the postseason as well. Luann, did we have anyone sign up for community input? No. Thank you. Superintendent's report, please.
Yeah, if it's okay with the board, I'd like to give an update both on construction update of the projects, and also to kind of segue into possibility of a GeoBond issuance this year. So construction update, all good news. Most exciting is as of last Friday afternoon, we had closed on the new property located adjacent to the Henryville football, or will be the football field, the Henryville track area. So that's closed, and that's key to ongoing construction projects. And I know that Mr. Link and Rigger Engineering and Tabor Owens are excited to get going, as well as Sprint Turf getting going soon, soon being next week, on starting the process of starting on what will be the football current track area. Just to update as far as construction, I know this fighter will be happy to hear this. Because of that, we'll do a construction lane that will not be going through school property. those dump trucks and everything to get to that football field. So that's gonna help, because that could have been a tricky situation. That would have altered a lot of things. But this will now enable, including when Tabor Owens shifts over to do their work on the baseball field at Henryville, they can use that construction lane too, and won't be going through parking lots of campus. So from a safety security angle, that's great news for us. We are even more ahead of schedule than our last report. At the Henryville sites that are current, only two that are actually moving right now. End of the game on softball, we got some great news that they did the geotech test, and we will not have to stabilize the softball field at Henryville. They've already started work on putting in the curbs and the foundations for the dugout at the softball field. And with that not having to do the cement stabilization, we can revert those funds to other parts of the project within the scope, obviously, of the advertised bond to do that. Just to remind everyone, we did not even do a geotech for the tennis courts that are right down the hill from softball, because that was in the bid to do cement stabilization. The main reason for that will help increase the chances of less or no cracking on those asphalt tennis courts. So that stays in the bid package. They are confident that we could see by the end of November both of those projects completed. So that is great news. And God has smiled on us in terms of weather. We could not have asked for better weather thus far on this project. We're still good to go for groundbreaking 10/1 at 1 p.m. here at the Borden site. We'll have that ready to go. If possible, they may actually start, that will be the official quote unquote ceremony of groundbreaking. I'd let them know, because they're thinking they may be able to get in there early and start doing some work prepping that site. They asked me, did I want them to wait until October 1st to do anything? I said, absolutely not. As soon as you can get going on there, because days matter with the fall weather coming up. It's just unpredictable, and we don't know. Lastly, construction, bid packets. Talked to Mr. Link, our architect. He's still definitely on target to get bids out there, or the packets out there for folks to look at. With us then receiving bid packets, official bid packets from 2 field houses. And that would also include smaller building here on the Borden site by the track, and some additional locker room space, restroom, shelter in place space down by the track. So all that will be part of the field houses and that facility, and we'll get bids back end of October with us and bring it to you, hopefully bring to you at the latest November meeting. There's a chance October, but I don't think time schedule is going to work out. So November, George and I will be presenting what we would recommend as an acceptance for a bid packet on that. Any questions about capital projects? Okay, moving forward, which does relate to this, we finally got our AV back. It was pleasantly surprised that AV, which is assessed value of our corporation, was 8.661 increase, which that in real dollars, that equates to 93,561,306 increase over the last AV. Okay, just to give a quick refresher to everyone here, AV really matters in terms of when you're doing a budget and what that impact is going to do to the tax rate. Okay, so as I've explained through some different communications with the board once we received our AV, that if we do nothing, that is going to lower the tax rate to 77 cents here. Okay, so that gives some real room of some possibilities with a possible GO bond moving forward. Just to remind everyone, GO bonds, one can be used to get that tax rate a little more stabilized, but also it can be used from anything from a ruler to a new bus to brick repairs to anything along those lines. What it cannot be used to, according to statute, I cannot use those funds, much like the 2025 bonds we just released. Those can't be used for salary or benefits. And that isn't our choice, that is the structure of the law for everyone issuing bonds. Okay, GO bonds also can give a relief to the operations fund as well. So, for example, if we needed a new boiler in the building, or if we needed a new bus, or if we needed, you fill in the blank on those hard costs of tangible things you can touch. If we weren't paying for that as a bond dollar, the only place we can take those funds out of is the operations fund, right? And I don't mean to take up a lot of time. I think everyone in the room is aware with the change of the legislation, operations fund is getting trickier and trickier deal with. So my advice to the board, recommendation to the board is you take a strong consideration with that new AV dollar amount. We've got some flexibility. It would not only alleviate some of our operation fund expenses, but also planning things out puts us in a real good place in certain areas of the corporation also. Okay, so I'm recommending that, and here's the thing, we are on a bit of a time crunch. We're closing in on it. If we don't make some pretty quick decisions, we won't be able to do that in 2025. We have to wait till 2026, which the way AV is looking, I can't sit here and say we'll see an 8.661% increase again. But I think based on input from Raymond James and my own research, I think we should expect some AV growth next year. I don't know that I feel comfortable giving an exact amount, but I do think you're still going to have room again next year as well. You'll have an opportunity, if the board would so wish, to do another GO bond this year. But if we don't make some steps pretty quickly to get that process going, we're going to miss out on 2025, which I've given you the numbers. That could range anywhere between 500,000 and 1.2 million of GO dollars that we could prove in this people also we can't use it.
Would you comment on if we let that drop to 77 cents, it's not going to save anybody's money on the tax bill? Somebody else can just jump up, grab that.
It's similar to general obligation bonds are a little bit different than, for example, the 2025 bonds that we're just going through the process of. It's still bond dollars. I mean, any municipality which is located in a region, they can pick up that loss and take it if we don't. So it's not just the school corporation with the bond funding. The bonds are out there, and it's a competitive bond world right now. Just the way structure of finance is set up for municipalities and schools is becoming very, very heavily dependent upon those bond issues.
So with the board's approval for authorization, I'd like to ask Dr. Coleman to pursue information to bring back to the board for GO bonds. Is that okay with the board?
Carolyn, is that enough for us to get started? Is the board
Yeah,
instructing me?
yeah.
Does it need to be documented in the minutes?
If it's to do it in the minute.
So if you will please do so.
Same. I would.
It's an agenda, please.
Right, I'd like to submit to the board for approval as presented in your board packets, item 1 through 4E and items 5 through 8 as presented. And bear with me again, I've got a lengthy list of personnel, which includes 4F through 4I. Again, I'll publicly apologize for the names that I'm about to butcher. Principals or anyone else that's here that would like to help me out and not see a man just drown, please feel free to jump in and help fill a man a life preserver. 4F classified personnel appointments. 4F1, Margaret Wardner as BHS paraprofessional. F2, Mona Albers as BHS paraprofessional. F3, Bailey Reister as HHS paraprofessional. F4, LaWanda Hecker as BHSC bus driver. 4H under substitutes. H1, Rachel Yantz. H2, and again, these are all substitute teacher. H3, Brittany McDowell. H4, Tyler Zink. H5, Kimberly Clark. H6, Mitchell Anderson as transportation sub. H7, Brianne Hauser as cafeteria sub. H8, Madeline Brown as sub nurse. H9, Laura Evans as sub teacher. H10, Vicky Bile as cafeteria sub. H11, Rachel Morales as sub teacher. H12, Jasmine DeWitt as sub teacher. H13, Priscilla Rittman, sub teacher. H14, Lorelei
Jackie.
Thank you. Jackie is sub teacher. Under 4I, ECA, I1, Travis Logan is ATS Robotics. I2, Brittany Walker, ATS Robotics. I3, Willie Harvin, ATS Robotics. I4, Brittany Walker, ATS Yearbook. I5, Brooke Williams, ATS Spellbowl. I6, Heather Edrington, ATS Math Bowl. I7, Casey Gant, ATS Math Bowl. I8, Manon Gant, HHS Assistant Varsity Basketball. I9, Morgan Cope, BHS Senior Class Sponsor. I10, Don Holder, BHS Senior Class Sponsor. I11, Matt Vick, BHS Junior Class Sponsor. I12, Liz Ross, BHS Junior Class Sponsor. I13, Jeff Wigginton, BHS Sophomore Class Sponsor. I-14, Kevin Jones, BHS sophomore class sponsor. I-15, Carrie Sprinkle, BHS freshman class sponsor. I-16, Connor Chalfant, BHS freshman class sponsor. I-17, Sarah Kraft, BHS National Honor Society. I-18, Christine Evans, BHS Junior High Student Council. I-19, Brad Nybong, HHS Girls Cross Country. I-20, Julian,
Maybe honest.
BHS Middle School Junior High Boys Girls Cross Country. I-21, Nathan,
Maybe honest.
BHS Middle School Junior High Boys Girls Cross Country. Thank you, ladies. Assistant, Girls Cross Country Assistant. I-22, Joseph Johnson, HHS Junior Varsity Football. I-23, Liz Ross, BHS Yearbook Business Manager Advisor. I-24, Pam Escobar, HHS Yearbook Advisor. I-25, Morgan Cope, BHS Newspaper. I-26, Connor Chalfant, BHS Middle School Junior High Boys Tennis. I-27, Mitch Thomas, BHS Volleyball Volunteer. 28, Christy Nunn, HHS Volleyball Volunteer. 29, Audrey Lemaster, BHS Open Facility Director Volleyball. I-30, Liz Geltmaker, BHS Open Facility Director Cross Country and Track. 31, Sam Becker, BHS Open Facility Director Tennis. 32, Jake Freeman, BHS Open Facility Director Wrestling. I-33, Matt Vick, BHS Open Facility Director Basketball. I-34, Kevin Jones, BHS Open Facility Director Basketball. I-35, Misty Ray, BHS Open Facility Director Cheer. 36, Jenny Pierce, BHS Open Facility Director Cheer. 37, Eric Stotts, BHS Open Facility Director Baseball. 38, Kate Malloy, BHS Open Facility Director Softball. 39, Trevor Wagner, BHS Open Facility Director Golf. I-40, Jay Bannett, BHS Open Facility Director Golf. First,
Okay, you have heard and seen recommendations for the consent agenda. Do we have a motion to approve?
I'll make that.
Kevin, do you have a second?
I'll second.
Andy? Discussion? Hearing none, all of us, please say aye. Those opposed, nay. And I will say for the right. For the right others. Okay, discussion action items. Number 1, please.
number 1, approval of Coca-Cola contract for BHSC. And just to give kind of an update, this would be a 5-year contract with under contract, and they ran these numbers based on recent sales of sodas at PCA events. It'd be a 5-year contract with our obligation of 767 cases of Coke product. So that's a wide variety of product, folks. So that's everything from water to Coke to Diet Cokes to teas to, it's not Gatorade, it's Powerade, thank you. All those things. For years, we have not had a standing contract with a soda vendor. We did reach out to the number 2 competitor to Coke, or number whatever competitor to Coke, and they declined to even submit a proposal to us. Some benefits to having the contract. Per the contract, Coca-Cola will be giving back $3,000 annually to the school corporation to use PCA funding. They will also provide promotional items for welcome back to school days, teacher events, walkathons, anything else to do, just as long as we give them a rough number. They can provide us with some, as he said, some swag and also some drinks for those events. Also, they will not only provide all the equipment for the service agreement and the 5-year contract, they'll take care of any service issues that are located with refrigerators and freezers or anything. And it's not going to be an issue at the Borden campus, but at the Henryville campus, the competitors are being told to come and pick up their fridges and coolers before we can get those to the Henryville campus. So I'm proposing to the board the acceptance of that 5-year Coca-Cola contract before we even start.
Okay, you've heard the recommendation. Do we have a motion to approve? I knew that was coming. Is there a second?
Second.
Is there discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Item 2, please.
Item 2, approval to declare a 16 Tomahawk MID keyboard and HES obsolete.
For the recommendation, do we have a motion to approve?
I'll make that motion.
Adam? Do we have a second?
I'll second.
I heard Andy first. Discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Those opposed, nay. Motion carries. Item 3, please.
Item 3, approval to declare 2 basketball racks at BHSC obsolete.
For the recommendation, do we have a motion to approve? Terry, do we have a second? Kevin? Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye. Those opposed, nay. Motion carries. Item 4, please.
Approval to declare items from the computer labs at the Borden campus obsolete.
For the recommendation, do we have a motion to approve? Kevin, do we have a second?
Second.
Adam? Discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Item 5, please.
Item 5, excited to ask for approval of the strategic planning team and the process. Just a quick 30-second overview. I know the board has gotten a lot of information about this in the past month or so. It has already been board approved that we partner with Mr. Steve Horn as a representative of the Indiana School Board Association to lead us through that strategic planning. I submitted to the board a list of folks that I would like to have permission to reach out to be a part of the strategic plan, which I think we've done through great input from the board. We've done a great job of it. It's not just going to be, obviously, all of our administrators going to be asked to be a part of that, and the board members, some other key folks in the organization, but a good job of reaching out to some stakeholders throughout the community, not only just parents and community members and some others. One thing I would like to make sure the public knows that when we start the strategic process, those that are going to be invited, which we really don't want to exceed based on Mr. Gordon's recommendation, that magic number of 24, 25 folks, because you get too many people in the room, it starts making the process a little difficult to get some direction. But everyone's going to have the opportunity to give some feedback, whether that's through focus groups at the different buildings, especially with students that we're going to want to talk to, but a number of surveys that Mr. Horton will kick out to all stakeholders within the community who have the opportunity to take part in the survey process to give a final recommendation before moving forward with the strategic plan. It is a process. It's not just meet one time and we have a strategic plan, right? So it's going to be over a series of 5 or 6 months, hopefully starting in October, leads through hopefully they done March, April time, getting that done with the idea of having a good solid strategic plan in place for myself and administrators to have a area to start planning before we hit summer break. Going in, and our folks know what we're walking back into once we come back for the 26-27 school year next year. So I'm asking permission from the list submitted to all of you, approval, so I can start reaching out to folks and getting them signed up on the strategic plan process.
You've heard the recommendation and seen the information. Do we have a motion to approve? Terry, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Adam, discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion carries. Item 6, please.
Item 6, approval of BHSC out-of-district pickup and drop-off locations effective October 13th, 2025. I'd be remiss if I didn't thank Mr. Torres, even if he wasn't here, I'd be thanking too, as our transportation director has put in tremendous work and lion's share of getting some what I think are some great logistical spots for our out-of-district kids to be picked up and dropped off every day. Just so the board and the public's aware, this was spurned from definite legal counsel from Michelle Cooper, one of our attorneys that has been advising Ms. Singh, our special needs director, myself, and our transportation director, that highly was recommending us advertising some pickup points and giving some folks time to plan for that too. Again, you'll notice this would not come into effect until October 13th, which I believe that's after fall break, week 2. The main reason being is if we offer drive-away or door-to-door pickup for one, we have to offer it for every single person. And that's a logistical nightmare for us. And just to be blunt, there is no way we can do that. For the fairness for all, we have to do those pickup points. I do want to mention too to the board that those kiddos that do have within their IEPs, that special transportation is required. There would be special transportation at those pickup spots to transport those students as well. So again, I'm asking permission to get special thanks to Mr. Torres, and I know Ms. Singh had some good input to that too, and appreciate everyone that's worked with us. We know for some, it's not gonna be probably the most convenient thing, but I definitely think it's the right thing to do as a district moving forward, that we have the spots.
To reiterate, it's only the out-of-district students.
That's accurate. That is just our out-of-district students.
Okay, you've heard the recommendation. Do we have a motion to approve? Kevin, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Those opposed, nay. Motion carries. Item 7, please.
Item 7, approval of quote for 3M window coating at Henryville schools. Those will be some bond dollars that we do need to spend down by December of 2025. So Ms. Spicer, if I'm missing something, you kind of had to. I think the majority of that window covering is the cafeteria area at the school at Henryville campus, and also I think library. It's on that list too, some areas. But those are, I think, Sarah, I think those are the 2 main areas we take. And again, just remember, the 3M coating is the clear coating. It's not, you can see in still, right? And I know through, I talked with SROs too, their SROs are highly in favor of the 3M coating. I think the tide is starting to turn a little bit on the coatings we see on a lot of our doors that we can see out, that you can't see in. Law enforcement is starting to change their perspective on that safety and security. They're not crazy about not being able to see into a place that they may have to breach or go into on a bad day. But I'm excited to make that recommendation. I think that definitely improves safety and security at the Henryville campus. And it was something I know Ms. Spicer and the safety team that Henryville has in place that she's a part of, and that's been a high recommendation, probably for quite some time. Getting that done. So.
You've heard the recommendation. We have a motion to approve.
I'll make that.
Andy, do we have a second? Kevin? Discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Item 8, please.
8, approval to declare obsolete a Whirlpool washer and a Maytag dryer at Henryville High School. Before, can I just ask the board's permission? In the future, if we've got more than one obsolete item, can I just put it as one item and list them all out for you, so you just make one determination of the list of obsolete items?
We can, and then if somebody objects to one, they can ask for it to be pulled off.
Okay, that'd be great. Okay, thank you.
Now, do they have, are they still covered with what they need in washer and dryers?
A new washer and dryer was purchased.
So they're good to go.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion.
Terry, we have a second.
I'll say.
Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion carries. Item 9, please.
Item 9, approval of bus camera quote, and it's my fault, I didn't ask Beth to denote like I did with the other 3 incoming. This would also be out of bond sales for that bond sale we have to spend down by December of 2025, the previous bond. This bond funds will be used as process will allow us to have all of our large passenger buses and all white buses. Then the cameras will be updated and good to go. And I don't know, I can if anybody needs me to. I think everybody understands the safety and security aspect of making sure we've got cameras. All of our buses, it's the white buses and the large, typical 72 passenger buses.
Heard the recommendation. Do we have a motion? Kevin, we have a second.
Second.
Kevin. Discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion passes. Upcoming announcements, we will be having our regular meeting in October. We will be at the Henryville campus. So necessary, we'll have an executive meeting at 6, and our regular meeting will start at 7:30. We want to thank everybody for coming. It's great to see our principals that were able to be here. I know, thank you, Ms. Spicer, because you're almost always here.
Not a bad thing.
There's a special pin I gotta get.
So if there's nothing else, the floor is open for a motion to adjourn. Kevin, do we have a second?
I'll say.
Terry, all those in favor, please say aye. Those opposed, nay. We are adjourned.